Good morning, everyone. We are going to be doing a walk today along Kings Highway. Right now I'm on Bay Parkway and I'm about to turn right here on 78th Street. So just try to navigate some streets here, and now we are officially on Kings Highway. So hope everyone's doing well. It is a nice day here in Brooklyn. It is 60 degrees. I feel like I've been saying that a lot lately. It is windy though, of course. It wouldn't be complete if it wasn't windy. We've had a really windy 3 months starting this year. There was actually somebody wrote a report about it on the Weather Channel, because a lot of people have been wondering, why is it so windy in the Northeast? And it has a lot to do with, the jet stream and all these storms that have been moving through the area. So I'm not going to, bore you with that stuff, but people do notice it. I'm not the only one. So what we're going to do today is we are going to walk along Kings Highway. We are walking in the direction of, I guess you could say we're walking east, due east. I haven't been on Kings Highway in a while, in a long time. I think the last time we did Kings Highway, it was maybe, I don't even know. It might have been when we did that, it was like a couple days before Christmas at night we did a walk. Crossing Stillwell Avenue right now. But yeah, Kings Highway is always an interesting area to take a walk through. Yeah, see a lot of this, a lot of buildings getting torn down here. Torn down. Looks like the library is still here. And we actually have the sun in front of us. This is where the diner used to be back in the day. There used to be a diner over here. Can't remember the name, but I will say it was owned by the same people that did Vegas. The people that owned Vegas Diner, they also own the diner that used to be here on my right. This one closed down first, and then Vegas closed down. Vegas Diner closed down maybe a year later. It looks like they put school buses in here now. So we're going to take this down to about Ocean Avenue, Right now we're in the west streets. Eventually we'll hit the east streets when we get past McDonald Avenue. Got this big intersection on West 11th. You got Quinton Road on my right, cutting in front of me and across from me. Guess we'll get on Quinton Road for like a short little block here. This is Quinton Road. We did Quinton Road. If you remember, we did it way down, further down in this direction. We were in Marine Park. There's still a whole nother section to Quinton Road that we haven't done. See that crane up there? I don't know if you could see it. That's actually, they're pumping cement. There's a big cement truck pumping cement over there. That is the Homestretch Bar and Grill. Been around for many years. That poor girl's getting dust all in her face. Try and get out of this noisy area. When you're walking around New York, there's always going to be some kind of construction going on somewhere. At the Kings Highway station for the N line over here. get across the street into the sunny area. I was gonna go for it, but this guy would have stopped me and I would have been in this guy's way. So I chose not to do it. So I gotta look both ways. This right here is West 6th Street. It is a two-way, double-lane street to allow truck traffic. We walked down this a while back. It actually starts all the way down on 86th Street and ends over at Bay Parkway. Got Italia Pizza right here on the corner. Oh, it smells good. They're just starting to make the pizza. It's getting close to 11 o'clock, so. The local key food. Doesn't look too busy right now. I'll tell you, it is quite windy today. This guy right in the crosswalk. At least I could get by him, but that doesn't look fun. So as I'm recording this, we've got exactly 1 week left of March. There's Dunkin' Donuts. They just call it Dunkin' now? Yeah, look at that. I must be living in a cave. I just noticed that now. I mean, I still call it Dunkin' Donuts, but I guess they rebranded at some point, and I was in a stasis. I was in a stasis, cryogenic stasis tube. I just woke up in 2025. But I was saying, We got a week left of March. We're about to hit April. It's crazy how quick the year goes by. This happens every year. Like I talk about how the next month is coming, and by the time you know it, it's holiday season. And we're looking at Christmas lights. We're getting close to McDonald Avenue, where the F train lives. We passed the N train, we're going to hit the F train, and then right towards the ends of the walk, we're going to be right underneath the Kings Highway station for the B and the Q train. Speaking of the F train, I could see it crawling across the track right there. If you're wondering what neighborhoods we're walking in, we're in Gravesend right now until we hit Coney Island Avenue. And then once you get to past Coney Island Avenue, you're in two neighborhoods because pretty much border between Midwood and what they call Homecrest. It's another pizza place, Napa Pizza. This is a pizza place I actually have had pizza in a couple of times, so it's actually pretty good. Another corner pizza joint on Kings Highway. Oh wow, that smells good. It smelled like the bacon, the garlic knots. Oy. That's probably what I'm gonna get today. I'm probably gonna get pizza because I'm smelling it, and now I want to get pizza. Alright, we're stuck here on Lake Street. Actually, this right here is Day Hill Road. Right? That's what you're looking at here. And where these cars are coming up from, they're coming up from Lake Street. So, yeah, a little confusing. And I'm just stopped here because I see a don't walk light and I really don't want to walk across and get hit by a FedEx truck. If I get hit by a FedEx truck, no one's going to get their packages in that truck. That truck will come out of service. That's what happens. Then you're going to all blame me for not getting your package today. McDonald Avenue. Oh, let's see if I can get across. I got 8 seconds, 7 seconds. I'll make it. I just have to get to the yellow line. There we go. They're still doing all this construction work over here. So what I'll do is I'll turn around. They've been doing all this construction work on the tracks for years. Many years. Upgrading the whole elevated rail for the F line here. I just tripped over something. I don't know if you heard it or saw the camera move a little bit. It wasn't a noticeable trip, but I felt it. I felt it enough to register it as a trip. So we're now on East Streets. This is East 2nd Street. So now we'll start passing through all the East Streets. A lot of the East Streets are long streets, going all the way down to Sheepshead Bay and all the way up through, you know, like Ditmas Park, Flatbush. So one day we're going to start hitting some of the East Streets to see what's on those, what kind of homes are on those blocks. Honestly, I've been on very few East Streets. I had an aunt that lived on one of the East Streets. I mean, as a matter of fact, right over here on East 3rd. This street right here coming up. But yeah, a lot of these East Streets, I've never touched them. Sheer Bliss Nail Salon. This is Adam's Deli. Nice looking little scooter there. Of course, there's a Vespa. And this is another pizza place on the corner of East 4th and Kings Highway. So there's a lot of corner pizza places. This is kosher pizza, which tastes, by the way, just as good as regular pizza. Which regular pizza, but I guess Italian pizza. So this is where Kings Highway kind of like bends and turns and does all this other weird stuff. So we did start the walkout on the shady side, but we have been on the sunny side for a little bit. we will be passing by one of the very few remaining diners in Brooklyn, New York in a little bit. Oh, I forgot about it. Ocean Parkway. We gotta cross Ocean Parkway. So I'm gonna actually pick up the pace because the light is red, which means it's gonna turn green at some point, and we want to get across. There it goes. I don't know if I'm gonna make that. We'll see. We shall see. We did Ocean Parkway walk last year. We'll do another one. I don't think I'm gonna make it, guys. I could if I want. I just don't want to. I'm lazy. Oh, you know what? We are gonna make it because this is just the one-way street. So Ocean Parkway, for those of you that have never seen it, it's 3 lanes, 2-way, but then it's got these one-way streets on the wings. We call them the wing streets. So on either side of the street, you have a one-way street. This one's going, I guess you could say, north. And then the one that we cross over there is going south. And then you've got the 3 lanes going north here, which Ocean Parkway eventually turns into the Prospect Expressway and then goes on to the Gowanus. And going south, it'll take you to Coney Island. Specifically, Brighton Beach, Coney Island border. Right over on Surf Avenue, right to the boardwalk. It'll take you right by Coney Island Hospital. We still call it Coney Island Hospital, but it's got a different name now. We're coming up on the diner, and then we'll cross over to the other side. It'll probably start getting noisy down here. The traffic is really going to pick up. Now, the diner I was talking about is, I think the name is Mirage Diner. And it's on the corner of East 8th Street. It's on the next block. And this is one of the very few remaining diners. You got the Parkview Diner. We passed by that a while back. That's on Cropsey. You also have the, I guess it's the Bridgeview Diner over on 3rd Avenue. There's also the diner on 13th Avenue in Zyga Heights. I think that's the Parkway Diner. And then right here is the Mirage Diner. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to cross back over to the shady side. Because I've always felt that this side of the road is much more busier as we get down to the train station. So I guess we'll stay on this side. Plus, of course, on the other side, my favorite thing in the world, scaffolding. I don't want to walk under. They've been building this thing for a few years. Looks like they're pretty much finished. They had to probably knock down about 10 buildings on the street just to build that thing. Hey, another pizza place. I don't know, I've lost count now. How many pizza places? This is the 4th one we've passed? Maybe the 5th one? It doesn't look very welcoming, I'll tell you that. It looks like a private club. Hey, they got an A, so that works. It looks like a private club. Can't even see in there. There's another Adams Deli. I wonder if they're related, if they're both like in the same umbrella of businesses. And that one says Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts. All right, I feel better. And I just noticed across the street there is an Adams hair salon. So we've got 2 Adams delis and 1 Adams hair salon. Interesting. Okay. So let's see who wins. Pizza places on corners or Adams delis and hair salons? She was walking right into me and I stopped so she would notice me. Coney Island Avenue. This will also take you up to, well, this will take you up to Prospect Park. Just go stay on Coney Island Avenue, you'll end up in Prospect Park. So you got a pizza place across the street there, Luna King's Pizzeria. It's not on the corner. Pigeon flew right by my camera. He wanted to get on camera. He wanted his 15 minutes of YouTube fame. So this was the area I was telling you. It gets really busy over here. Traffic, people. Get a lot of people over here. Kings Highway Vision Center. Probably one of the most popular places to get your eyes checked and to buy glasses. I always see their commercials sometimes. Like, you'll see their commercials in the local area. Everyone goes there. Carvel and Cinnabon. Carvel and Cinnabon go together like Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins. I'm walking really slow, by the way. I am purposely walking slow. Letting you guys get the feel of what it's like to walk on Kings Highway. You'll see all the big department stores over here because it's closer to the train station.
There's value that you could bring to my company.
It's another Dunkin' Donuts. And some of the stores across the street. Now there is always something going on over here. This is the Kings Highway train station for the B and the Q. And there's always, on both sides of the street here, there's always a ton of like street vendors and stuff. And it's always been like this. Some people say, oh, nowadays it's like, nah, it's always been like this, as far as I remember. Got all these people getting off the bus to connect to the train. I hear somebody yelling, but I don't know what they're yelling or why they're yelling. I have a feeling we're gonna find out. All right. Oh, look at that. They got a $6.99 deal meal at a day. I wonder how long they've been doing that. Who remembers $5 footlongs? That's like ancient history, man. It feels like ancient history. $5 will get you 3 cookies now. That's what $5 will get you at Subway. That's a big truck. I'm gonna get across Kings Highway. We're still walking on Kings Highway. We're still doing it. So we're about to hit Ocean Avenue. And over there, that is where Avenue P meets up with Kings Highway, sorta. Crosses in front of it, actually. They cross each other, put it that way, right? That's the best way. That's Avenue P right there. You can see as we're getting close to the cross point, the streets between Kings Highway and Avenue P are getting shorter. This looks like a big place to eat something. Mimo Shish Kebab. They have a really nice painting in there on the wall. I don't know if you could see it through the window. There you go. Well, there's a big reflection, unfortunately. If I had my polarizer filter on the camera, we would have been able to see it. I very rarely carry a polarizer for this camera. Actually, very rarely. I don't think I ever do. Alright, so this is Ocean Avenue right here. What we'll do is we'll actually keep walking for a little bit. We'll get over to the other side quick because the light is changing. Just ran across. So we'll do a little extra walking here. Do some bonus walking. Pretty much out of the commercial zone, and now on either side of us will be apartment buildings. I was telling you Avenue P, that's Avenue P right there. It's about to cross in front of us. So this is where it gets confusing. We're gonna end up on Avenue P for a second here. Maybe that's where we'll do our next walk. I gotta go back the other way anyway, right? So this right here is Avenue P, and then Kings Highway is right here on my left. So I got to get across. So what I'll do, major jaywalk here. I got the lights on either side. Watch, I'm gonna get hit by this car. He was probably cursing me out. He had to slow down for me. So we will eventually end this walk. But I want to thank everybody for tagging along. This is a little longer than I normally do on Kings Highway, because it's just nothing but apartment buildings and stuff. But I'm sure there might be somebody that wants to see what it looks like down here. I didn't want to be on this side. I wanted to be on the shady side, but I got forced over because of the cross of Avenue P. Oh, scaffolding. Ugh. I'm gonna be walking under some scaffolding. If you're wondering what street what we just passed, that was East 23rd. We're now hitting East 24th. Eventually, we would run into Nostrand Avenue. I don't know if I want to go that far down. They got a lot of construction going on over here. Yeah, let me get in the street and show you guys. You can see all this construction going on. I know, we'll just end it over on, I think that's Bedford over there. Yeah, we'll end it over here on Bedford. The next big one after Bedford, then you get to Nostrand Avenue. So this will be it. I want to thank everybody for tagging along. We walked all the way Kings Highway from Bay Parkway. We're down here on Bedford Avenue, which will take you into Bed-Stuy. Bedford and Stuyvesant make up the Bed-Stuy. Well, we're going to call it here. I gave you guys a little bit of a bonus pack. As you can see, there's really nothing past, you know, as you can see, it's all apartment buildings all the way down on either side. All right, guys, I'm gonna stop it here. I want to thank everybody for tagging along, and I will catch you all on the next one. So take care and bye-bye.